Walker James has a single to be very proud of, A Crying Shame. And he joins me now to tell me about that, his work, and what else he's been up to too. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad, thanks. How you keeping?
All good here. So, folk, country, and so much more in your repertoire. But this country's your home at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've really sort of got into that. I think it's sort of always been there ever since I've grown up. Ever since I've been a kid. I think growing up, there's been a lot of different types of music and genres that I've been into. But yeah, folk and country, they've sort of always been there or thereabouts.
When you've got a passion and you're a musician as well, you can really throw yourself into this. And yeah, you enjoy the performances. I know that you've got some promotional work coming up for the EP, and I think you really you're immersing yourself in what is a talent that is worth sharing.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, it is something I'm really interested in. It's been something my whole adult life. I've been involved in music, whether it's performing live, recording, whatever it is, really playing session drums for bands. That it's something that I've just always been into, and yeah, I just love it. It's great.
But you've got an eclectic taste in music as well as what you bring your talents to performing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was sort of brought up really with all sorts of bands. Really, like my family listened to everything from like the Beach Boys, Queen, Guns N' Roses, things like that. Johnny Cash, right the way through. And of course, as I've got older, I've developed my own tastes as well. So yeah, but country and folk, Bob Dylan and Dolly Parton and all that in there as well. So yeah,
With the music and the songs you're singing, you're exploring aspects of your own life and telling some of your story. I mean, it's what country music's known for, but actually you feel comfortable sharing, don't you?
yeah, definitely. It's interesting actually because I think some of the lyrics that I've written over the years, because the songs that I've released on this EP, the three songs, they weren't written recently, they were written over a number of years really. And it's interesting how the lyrics at the time they were really sort of inspiration, they were thoughts and ideas and things like that. Whereas those lyrics have actually started to play out in my personal life as well. Some of the things that have gone on as I've got a bit older, some of the things that have happened in my personal life. Actually, the lyrics are sort of ringing true to some of the things I've experienced myself personally.
New musical releases, a new start, a new way of defining yourself.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's something, as you say, new way of defining because I've been involved in lots of different genres, lots of different musical aspects, and this is something that's just yeah, it's really taken hold at the minute. This is something I'm really proud of.
Through pride comes the sense of achievement too, I'm going to guess, because it's not been an easy journey the last few years.
No, that's it. I think yeah, there's been a lot of things happen, especially over the past sort of 4 or 5 years since the pandemic.
Hmm.
Uh, a lot of personal issues, a lot of different things. Um, and yeah, it's really been something. So to record this EP now, it felt like the right time to do it because, as I say, I've had these songs for like quite a number of years. And although I've performed them live, at various times, I've played at festivals locally and played a few shows and things. I'd never really recorded them and taken the time to actually make them a recording. So it's been really good to kind of delve into that and try and get the sound that I'm looking for that really reflects my personal, moods and anxieties and various things that have influenced this.
I mean, you take on your own Shropshire identity. You're from just down Shropshire. It's part of your marketing. It's part of you. And again, this is something which you share. And obviously, in your home county, the people, will beginning to know your music, and with your performance at HMV and Shrewsbury, all of these things are going to sort of compile themselves together to more cement you with your Shropshire roots.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something that, as you say, in more recent years as I've grown up, I think you can take things like that for granted when you're younger. You can tend, your home county and your hometown, you can tend to sort of take it for granted and perhaps branch out and explore other areas and learn about other areas in the country and in the world. But you're not necessarily um, involved as much in your hometown. But over the past few years, yeah, that's definitely something that taken on board and got to know more about the sort of area. And that's been sort of one of the sort of driving forces behind this. I think for me personally, it's been quite an interesting journey getting to know the local area and exploring Shropshire. And that's one of the sort of tags I've been sort of using as a bit of fun really, but also, you know, Shropshire's own, sort of being proud to be from Shropshire and sharing that with people really.
Even as we talk, I know there's one of your branded T-shirts behind you. You know, it's really something that again, it sort of builds up the picture of what you're doing, and you know, there's it's going to be nice when you're walking down the street and someone may not spot you immediately when you're off duty, but you know, they will be, could be wearing a T-shirt, or it's like carrying the tote bag, doing the shopping, and yeah, the music that you've produced has touched their lives.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's definitely something. The merch is something I've never really branched into before with anything, with other bands and with other things I've done before. This is all sort of new ground, new territory for me. So yeah, it's quite exciting really to have like some t-shirts and a bit of merch that, you know, when I play the shows, it's going to be out there, and online it's going to be promoted as well, so people can order things online if they haven't been able to buy it at a show. So yeah, it's quite interesting, quite excited by it.
So where do people find you on the chances they can listen to, buy from, and also enjoy your socials?
Well, the socials, Twitter, well, it's X now, isn't it? I keep calling it Twitter, but yeah, X, Instagram, that's Walker James HQ. And on Spotify and basically all the major streaming platforms, it's Walker James, yeah. So that covers the online side of things. If people go to the link tree, there's a Walker James link tree as well, and people can go there. It's got all the links, all the socials, the shop where people will be able to find the merch, and also links to all, like I say, all the Spotify and SoundCloud and everywhere else.
This 50s rock and roll musical that you wrote a while back, is that still doing the rounds?
It is and it isn't. I mean, it's something that I've still got the recordings and the script and everything like that. So it's something that's still there. I still actually play some of the songs myself just for a bit of fun. And there's been some live shows where I've played one or two of the tracks from that, just saying, you know, that it's just an old song, have a bit of a joke, you know, about that it's a sort of 50s song that no one's really heard of. But yeah, it is something that in recent sort of over the past sort of 12, 18 months, I sort of started thinking maybe that could be something that gets performed again, because it was performed. I used to work at a school about 10 years ago, and it was performed there. Like the students put on this performance. It was absolutely fantastic. They did such a good job. So yeah, it's something that I've sort of toyed with over the years, sort of having a go at again. And I think there's some of the songs they feel quite strong. I think as a musician, you know really what your good songs are and what songs perhaps, you know, need work or perhaps are just downright trash. You know, I've written hundreds, probably about 100 songs. And when you write a lot of songs, you're going to write some real stinkers in there. But I think with the musical, I think there are some standout songs on that.
Yeah, maybe hearing you performing some of those as you head out and about. Keep checking the socials to find out where and when you can find him. For now, Walker James, thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much.